morning, everyone. I just wanted to thank everyone for joining me this morning for this very important talk that I've titled Under the Influence, Recreational Marijuana and Your Youth, What Every Parent Should Know. And as we all know, we just celebrated Mother's Day. And as a mother, I think I can speak for all the mothers on the call this morning that I'm concerned. I'm concerned about our youth, and it's out of that heart of care and concern that I've called you all together to talk about this topic. And I know it's controversial, and so I do appreciate you all coming together to share some ideas, to share some insight for how we can be of support to our kids and help them make choices that are in their long-term and short-term best interests. And so I just wanted to reiterate, we're not here necessarily to debate whether or not marijuana should be legalized or not. That's really a done deal at this point. And we're not here necessarily to discuss the pros and cons of medicinal marijuana, because I'm sure medical professionals such as Dr. Tench are still trying to figure that out, right? And so, that's a topic that's open for debate as well. So for the point of this discussion today, I was hoping that we could have a limited scope and focus on recreational marijuana and its impact on our youth. And so I found an interesting statistic. It says, according to the CDC, young people primarily look to social media and the opinion of their peers for information regarding recreational drugs. And while that's probably not surprising to anyone here, it's a little worrisome to me, because I'm sure we can all agree that influencers or opinion leaders on the internet and your 15-year-old's friend in geometry class doesn't necessarily have all the facts regarding the pros and cons of recreational marijuana, right? And so they certainly don't always have the best interest of our children in mind, right? And so with that being said, I think parents as our children's first influencers, right? If we want to have a greater influence in our children and over our children's decisions, it's really incumbent upon us to educate ourselves, right? So we're knowledgeable about what's out there and what our kids are being exposed to. So with that said, we've invited some friends and some subject matter experts here to help us better understand the truth regarding recreational marijuana and to benefit from their insights and expertise on the subject. And we also have a team of community leaders, educators, and the like, who will pose some questions of our panelists once they are finished. So I think we're going to start by just having everyone go around and introduce themselves, starting with the panelists, that is, starting with Dr. Tench.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Magola Tench, and I am a family practitioner, board certified by the American Academy of Family Practice. I've been in medicine for a little over 25 years. I do treat all ages, from babies all the way to geriatrics or elderly. Do pap smears, do everything. I'm presently working for Inspira Health Center, and I think that's about it.
Okay, wonderful. Issei, could you introduce yourself, Issei?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. My name is Issei Fuentes. I am the Regional Program Director at Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I oversee New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Within my many hats that I wear at MAD, I oversee social media, law enforcement, recognition, volunteerism, but as well, and most importantly for this conversation, just underage drinking prevention and education. Within our education, we offer Power Parents and Power of youth program. And, we are now venturing into the marijuana aspect, and a lot of the conversation that we do have with our teens and with their parents do dwell a lot very similarly with in regards to marijuana. So it is, while it's a new territory for many of us that are here on this call today, there's a lot that we still have to learn, and a lot that the behaviors and the social aspect that teens can definitely educate us on, so we can better tackle those conversations at home.
Wonderful.
So looking
Wonderful.
forward to this conversation.
Absolutely. And Rich King.
Good morning. My
Good morning.
name is Rich King. I'm a state official. More specifically, I'm a deputy chief with the Division of Criminal Justice. Comments I make today are my own and not those of my employer. My contribution today and my willingness to participate is to kind of share some experiences I've had over the years as a father, coach, and in my profession to kind of maybe send a positive message to those parents and kids out there who are traveling the journey of reaching their full potential. And so if there's something that I could share, I'm willing to do that, and just glad to be here and a part of the panel.
And we're glad to have you. Thanks, Rich. And Desiree. Yes. Go ahead.
All right. Once again, I'm Desiree Guyton. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I have a private practice called Healing Quest Counseling Villages. Been working with teens and families for over 20 years. And also have a executive director of Quest Trauma Healing Centers, where we also have trauma healing camps for children and teens. And so I'm hoping to give voice to what I've seen as a practicing therapist and relationship of how youth are impacted by marijuana.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, again, I'm glad to have you all on, and I'm going to show a short video clip. I think it's like 30 seconds of a group of teens sharing their views. I wanted youth represented on this town hall, and so I was able to find a video that is just a group of teenagers talking about their views on marijuana and recreational drug use. And certainly they're not a monolithic group. They have varying opinions, and so I just wanted us to hear from youth for one moment.
Why do you guys think that teens use weed in order to battle stress? And do you guys think that there's any other reasons why these kids are using weed?
For most people, it causes stress more, and then it causes anxiety. So you're paranoid, like, oh, what's going to happen? What if I get in trouble, this and this and this? So
how we as teens are always looking to have some power in our lives, and the fact that we have parents and, they kind of still hold us down. The fact that we can do weed and then we go to this world where, we have our own freedom, and then there we have our own power. That's probably what guides teens to do what they do.
And also excuses.
If you really want to do something, you should be able to find a reason why it's good for you. If you make excuses, you should know that's why. Don't do that.
Yeah. I think in my school, another thing, a lot of the kids say that they use it to help them go to sleep. And a lot of my friends had previously gotten prescribed it for sleeping, which I don't know. I don't know if you guys have, if anybody has said that to you or anything, but
I've heard of that before.
That's definitely a main thing that goes on in my school.
I've heard about that, and I've also heard about helping it with anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
Or concentration, or just do it. People say, oh, well, I find myself to focus on homework more when I'm high. And I'm just like, how do you?
How does that make sense?
Yeah, how does that work? Or there's some people that just throw these random excuses out and find themselves doing it, and they don't even realize it's really doing the opposite for them. It's not helping them, it's making it worse.
Right.
So,
right. They just want to use weed as an excuse to kind of act older and do things more rebellious because they want to be older than they act older than they really are.
I just thought it was helpful just to show that little clip because it kind of gives you an overview of kind of where young people are coming from. And they're all coming at it from different perspectives and viewpoints.